He'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Brady. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Foles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Brings up 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
What we got? What we got? Turn up. Kill. Flat. Mike 51. Buzz. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Good track. That's good for Jacksonville.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Browns nothing.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2nd and 10. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 21-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Going deep here for Landry. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Back to throw here. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
51, Mike 51.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and a rout is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. On the draw, this is Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now back to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15.
The Jaguars take over first and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Brady now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now Fournette. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Tempo. 65. Check 43. Shift. Down 1. Topper. Here we go.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Check 59. Y'all not ready. Check 59.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. 59. Here we go, D. Hey, just under. It's just me and you. Mike, check. 59.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
They're running it. 13. Check 59. Mike. Go. 59. Mike to 59.
Here's Foles. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On play action, it's Brady. Going deep here for Landry. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Alert! Team, we're pretty quiet. Check it, reload!
Play action, now it's Brady. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? He's got a man, complete. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Yeah, Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Myles Garrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Browns, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.